What's up? This is your boy, Jodecideion, and you're watching The Sport of Kings.
Wildcats. Wildcats.
What they call me, the one and only. I make sure your girl is never lonely.
It's the Sport of Kings, Maryland Diamond Rings.
Football.
What's up, people? This is your boy, Jodecideion. Welcome to Week 8 of the National Football League, Halloween week. Let's get right to it. Last week, Sports Illustrated, the magazine known more for the swimsuit issue than actual reporting sports news, had a survey they did amongst 239 football players, asking them the top 5 most overrated players. And number 1 was Terrell Owens, followed by Tony Romo, Mark Sanchez, Albert Hainsworth, and Eli Manning. And for everybody on that list except T.O., I can understand. A little bit of mixture of being overrated and overhyped. But you know who the most overrated football player in the NFL is currently? Without a doubt, Brett Favre has been one of the most overrated football players of all time. Basically, the only thing he's ever done is play every game. That's pretty much it. He's won 1 Super Bowl. He's gotten 3 MVPs, but actually only deserved 2. And because of that longevity, he's accumulated all these stats. Most touchdowns, most wins, most passing yards, but also all the negative stats. Most fumbles, most losses in the playoffs, most interceptions. So basically you have an average player who's been playing a long time. Imagine someone like Joe Montana or John Elway or Dan Marino played that long. Imagine all the possible stats they could have. I respect him for being an Iron Man, but more than anything, he's overhyped and overrated. It's now time to see who
Activated beast mode.
for Week 7. Coming off of injury and helping the Raiders put a straight-up ass whooping on the Broncos, Darren McFadden rushed for 165 yards and scored 4 touchdowns. Even though an off-the-field incident put this player in the doghouse with his coach, Kenny Britt caught 7 passes for 225 yards and 3 touchdowns, helping the Titans beat the Eagles. Hopefully, finally be recognized as one of the best young receivers in the league, Roddy White caught 11 passes for 201 yards and 2 touchdowns, helping the Falcons beat the Cincinnati Bengals. And this honorable mention goes to Ryan Fitzpatrick, who threw for 4 touchdowns and 374 yards against that Stone Cold Ravens defense. Even though they didn't win, he gave him an opportunity to. Darren McFadden, Kenny Britt, Roddy White, and Ryan Fitzpatrick
Activated beast mode.
for Week 7. It's now time for the one and only picks and predictions for Week 8. Posting an overall record of 15-11 and going 4-1 last week, here are your picks and predictions for the 3 best games of Week 8. An afternoon affair where Randy Moss returns to Foxborough to play his old team, the Patriots. You know, a couple weeks ago, when Randy Moss went to the Vikings, I assumed he's going to change all their problems. Well, you can't change the problems of a horrible quarterback. When your quarterback is playing bad, he messes up everything. And that's why the Patriots will beat the Minnesota Vikings this week. Game 2, Halloween night. The Pittsburgh Steelers head to the home of the Super Bowl champions, New Orleans Saints. On paper, this is going to be an excellent game. You had last year's best offense versus probably the best defense in the league. Well, the best defense is going to be the best offense at home. And finally, the return match to Week 1 shocker. The Houston Texans head to the Indianapolis Colts. Houston, your offense is playing well, and you're playing pretty solid football. Right now, the Colts are hurting everywhere. They lost Dallas Clark, but man, I think it's impossible for you to beat Peyton Manning at home. So I'm giving a win to him. All right, then, y'all. Have a great football weekend. And if you go out trick-or-treating, get some candy from me. Peace.